because he didn't want anybody getting hurt. That should have been posted somewhere, but it wasn't. Nobody knew, and it seems that everybody knows my number, so everybody started calling me to find out what took place. And I did talk to you, and you said, and I talked to the president, he said he didn't know until Friday, and he heard from the clerk. Now, I'm just saying, that's still not giving respect to the chain of command. Thank you.
Councilwoman Graham.
I don't have any, we didn't meet over summer break, so I have no report from my committee. Thank you.
Councilwoman Vice President King.
Thank you, Council President. Excuse my tardiness. It's a little hectic getting here. Again, we have been on summer break, so the Finance Committee has not met. However, as I stated last week and the week before, I will be meeting, the Finance Committee will meet next month at its regular scheduled time. I have a couple copies of the MOU. I would encourage those of you who want it to take a copy, read it, and at that Financial Committee meeting, raise any questions you may have, and I'll address them.
Thank you, sir. I don't know, when did you schedule that?
First Thursday.
First Thursday of the month? Okay, so I'll be on the committee meeting first Thursday of the next month. You got a date on that? Okay. It'll be posted for the first Thursday of next month. We'll have a contact properties committee meeting. Legislation resolution number 4516.
Okay, resolution 4516, a resolution authorizing the disposal of non-functional, obsolete computer equipment that is of no further use to the city and to junk pursuant to appropriate health and safety regulations in order to provide for safe access upon city workspaces. Requested by the IT department, sponsored by Council President Thomas J. Wheeler.
Council President, Resolution 45-16 is sponsored by you. What is your pleasure?
My pleasure that we move on to resolution 4516.
It's been moved.
A second.
It's been moved and properly second. Is there any discussion around this?
Just one.
Hearing no discussion.
Just one. I know at the last meeting, Dr. Blahovec mentioned some, if this equipment can go to, what did you say that was? Donated to whom?
Nonprofit or
A nonprofit. So we just don't and we said we would consider it. I just want to make a point of that. That way, because this is junk, but it may be valuable to someone else. If we can donate to a nonprofit, we'll hurt nobody.
So Clyde was here at the agenda review.
So what
Clyde,
I wasn't at the.
Yeah, and he stated that a lot of this equipment is not even compatible to a lot of the systems that are out there now that are dated.
Mm-hmm.
That hardware is not compatible to a lot of them, so if you were to donate it, he said it's almost like giving someone, if you want to donate, you want to give them something that they can probably use and actually help them, not kind of keep them behind. And he's saying that this actually has no value, and that we would be at a loss for him, a financial loss in the sense that putting it out there for a bid would actually cost more than what the equipment is worth. And so he said it would be fiscally irresponsible of him, in his opinion, and that's what he came in up front and said, that the company that I guess we're going to donate to or actually have recycled, there's something in there, but they're saying that they're appropriate body to handle this type of equipment. And then also you got to think of sometimes the equipment falling into the wrong hands as well. There are ways that we can donate it, but a lot of the equipment that we want to donate, we want to make sure the hardware is compatible to the standard of software that's out there. And this equipment is very dated. Now, he said that residents could come take a look at it. Mm-hmm. And I think we should entertain that if residents want to actually look at it. But usually, when you leave a computer store or anywhere where you get any kind of, tablets, the minute you walk out the store, they're somewhat dated because it's constantly, you know, so this equipment is, I believe, how old? I mean,
It's so old that it's not much you can do with it. Thank you for that. Council, Martin, I understand you couldn't make the meeting last Thursday, but we're gonna try to get more work done in the committees and then at the agenda review, so that when we come here,
they're prepared.
we're all on the same page and we have that information. So I would encourage you, if you can't make those meetings, to get the minutes, or to then reach out to one of us or the requested by, because he could have explained that to you, and then it would have made more sense as opposed to coming from us. So, all minds clear on that?
Yeah.
Councilwoman Thomas?
I think that's the proper protocol in the first place. That's number one. Number two, what was the consensus of the council? Did you all agree that it should go forward and be dealt with as given out by Claude, BIT, as a recommendation by BIT?
So Claude, after he went through that spiel, he actually reminded us of past legislation before any of us were on council. But I believe you two, Councilman Martin and Councilman Thomas, were on council when similar legislation was passed, getting rid of a
with all
number
due
of
respect,
pieces
on
of
my
equipment.
question,
So
my
what we
question
decided,
was not answered. I asked, what was the consensus of the council? Did the council agree that we indeed would do away with that?
yes,
That's all I asked.
we
Thank you.
agreed that we would
Thank
go with
you.
that similar language
Thank you.
from
That's
past
all I
legislation.
asked. That's all I asked. I know what
So
past
I'm
legislation.
giving a proper answer.
I didn't ask for I asked what was the
Giving a proper
consensus.
answer.
Vice President, I asked what was the
I'm the
consensus.
vice
You gave me,
president. I'm
you
running
gave
the
me
meeting
the
at this
consensus,
point,
and I'm
And I'd
through.
like to finish it. That's
I'm
a
through.
proper answer. We'll be through.
Okay,
So that is it. We're going with the language of past legislation.
and that's fine. That's fine.
All minds clear.
3, yeah.
Thank you for the witness.
Council Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Councilor Martin?
Yay.
Council Thomas?
Yay.
Council Graham?
Yeah.
Council Vice President King?
Yay.
Council President Wheeler?
Yay.
Resolution number 4516 is passed.
Resolution 4816.
Mr. President, I sponsor Resolution 4816 and move for its adoption.
Second.
I will, since with you and the mayor's approval, since Chief Wilcox is here, Richard Wilcox will come up and say something about this briefly. Thank you.
Before he does that, let me read the narrative.
Okay.
Okay, resolution number 4816, a resolution authorizing the mayor to accept from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA, on behalf of the city of East Cleveland, a safer staff for adequate fire and emergency response grant in the amount of $1,713,056 for the period of February 5th, 2017 to February 4th, 2019, in order to hire, rehire, and/or retrain firefighters and declaring an emergency for the public safety and health and welfare, requested by Mayor Gary Norton Jr.